What is the number one rule in cryptocurrency, and are you following it? As we all know around these parts, the number one rule is to buy high and sell low. But are you following that rule? I'm kidding. I'm kidding. That's not the number one rule. Well, maybe it is for some people, but the number one rule in crypto is actually much more simple than that. You don't have to time the markets, you don't have to buy at the bottom, and you certainly don't have to sell at the very tippity top, because both of those things are much easier said than done. Basically, the number one rule in cryptocurrencies, and you can feel free to leave after this point in the video once you know the answer, but the rule is just to stick around long enough and you'll get paid. That is the number one rule in cryptocurrency. Now the question on my mind is, are you planning on being here for long enough? AKA, are you following the rule? Right now, cryptocurrencies are down quite a bit across the entire market. Not only Cardano, not only Bitcoin, not only Ethereum, but just about everything. And this is the moments when you have to realize that you have to look longer term than what's happening today. Because if you look today, you would, and only today, you would probably just exit the market. And you do not want that, right? You don't want to exit the market. Because if you remember a number one rule, stay around long enough and you'll get paid. So what is going on here? Right now, what do? Well, if you go back to our rule, you just chill. You just hold. And am I a financial advisor? No. I live in my mom's basement. I'm having a blast talking to my camera and you're watching the video. All kind of inception, all kind of weird. But if we are following this rule, let's see how it would have played out for us in just about any top 10 cryptocurrency. And really, once you're in more cryptocurrencies, you'll kind of get an eye for what is a good project, what is a good long-term hold, and what can I follow the rule with. Because some cryptocurrencies, you're going to learn that they're pumps and dumps, or they are very big spikes with kind of slow, gradual downside. Not all cryptocurrencies are good projects that are going to be sustainable and last the next 5-10 years, which is that time span that you might need to be inside of cryptocurrencies in order to quote unquote get paid. All right, now let's look at my friend Cardano. So if you're following this rule and you were an investor, let's say back in not 2021, back in 2018 here, you bought in for $1 and you spent $10,000 and you bought in for $1. Now, you were FOMOing in because you bought at the top, but here's the thing. If you followed our rule, and the rule is to stay around long enough, aka hodl, then you would have had some rough years, right? From 2018, you would have been down almost 93% for about 2 years, 2.5 years. Then you saw some momentum pick back up, and because you just followed the rule and held on, now you got to see your investment double and then triple. So obviously you're getting paid not that much for a triple and for holding on for so long, but that's because you also FOMO'd in. But you're getting a bailout almost, and this isn't going to happen with every cryptocurrency. Now, an exception to this rule is that if you invest in poor projects, you're going to do poorly. But the basically caveat to that is, okay, just stick around after you do poorly in the poor projects and learn from your mistakes. And then eventually you're going to be able to find those projects with huge incoming spike prices. You're going to learn when to sell, when to buy, when to hold, and what type investment style you have. So that's where the rule comes in of stick around long enough and you'll get paid. Doesn't matter which cryptocurrency you're investing in, you're going to learn the ins and outs of each coin and pretty much everything as you spend more time investing and taking losses, taking profits, and so forth. So yeah, I think the rule stands quite well, and I think it's going to stand quite well for a lot of time. Now, this might be able to be applied in other aspects of investing, like in the stock market. Say you're down 50%, which is crazy in the stock market, not so crazy in crypto. If you stick around long enough, you're going to be able to find ways to actually pick good investments and actually do well. Now, in cryptocurrencies, when you do well, you can almost put $1,000 into 10 different coins. You know, 9 of them could go to 90% down. So you lost, you know, 900 bucks on your 1,000 for 9 of those coins out of 10. If that 10th one is, you know, really good and you managed to get lucky, or you just picked a good investment on the 10th investment of $1,000, you could be up 23x, 100x quite easily almost. It's kind of absurd. And there you go. Your other 9 investments that are down $900 are now covered and tripled and doubled by that one coin that really went the distance. Now, is it always going to be that case where you get a golden, you know, moon bag to the moon and all that goodness? Probably not, but there's a very good chance. And the risk to reward ratio in cryptocurrencies is quite insane right now, I have to admit. Alright, that's all I have to say for my mom's basement. If you enjoyed the video, please smash the like button, hit the subscribe button, and also, I don't know, just do whatever you want. Have a great day, my friends.